Well, good morning, everybody in Wildcat Nation. Thanks for joining me again today on K-ROG Wildcat Mornings. I'm flying solo today, but we are broadcasting from the Resource Center studios. Everything you need in your insurance, financial planning, give them a call, 822-1800. They're a great sponsor of K-ROG, and we certainly appreciate them. We're going to look at our verse today. It's in Isaiah today. Isaiah 43, chapter 2 says, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And through the rivers they shall not overwhelm you. When you walk through fire, you shall not be burned, and the flame shall not consume you." Here's what I take away from this. I think a lot of times, especially as Americans, we really don't want to suffer. We really don't want to go through trying times. We really don't want to have to deal with financial difficulties or business downturns or coronavirus or things like that. But God doesn't promise us that we're not going to go through these things. In fact, He does just the opposite. He promises that life will have its struggles. There will be trials. Some people have more difficult lives than others. But what God does promise us in Isaiah is He'll be with us through those trials. And particularly, He says, when you pass through the waters, I will be with you. He doesn't say if you pass through waters. He says when. And He says they will not overwhelm you. So He promises you're going to be okay. And it says, when you walk through fire, not if you walk through fire. When you walk through fire, it says, you shall not be burned, and the flame will not consume you. So I think we have this misconception, and I hear people talk about it all the time, and I think a lot of us struggle with this. God, I'm a servant for you. I talk about you. I talk about your glory. I share your truth with people, and I try to be faithful, and yet you're not blessing me. I still have struggles. I still have bills to pay. I still have to struggle with relationships that aren't going the way they should. People don't treat me right. People that take advantage of me. People that steal from me. And I thought you would protect me from all that. And what God says is, you're going to deal with that. This world is a sinful place, and we're part of the world. And we're just going to have to deal with it. But He promises us He'll be with us, and that He'll see us through. He doesn't promise us no difficulties. He just promises that He will help us deal with them. So a lot of times I think people can be tempted to abandon God in times of difficulty because they just feel like He's not coming through for them. I would encourage you to run the other way. Run to God. He's the one that will help you get through, and He'll the one that help you make it. And He promises us that in His word. That's your verse of the day from Isaiah. Hey, I don't know if you caught it. I don't know if you got yours. I got mine. McRib was back yesterday. I got one. There's three kinds of people, and I think there's two big groups. There are people that despise the McRib, and there's the people that love the McRib, people that camp out practically and mark on their calendars the day that the McRib is coming back to McDonald's. I'm kind of in that middle third group. They're good. I'll eat one, but I don't go crazy for them. I know people that buy them and freeze them so they'll have them in the off season. I'm not that. And I know people that just think they're the most disgusting thing in the world, and honestly, I can see that too. But I'm kind of in the middle. I'll enjoy a McRib every now and then, but I didn't go crazy. But if you got your McRib, I'd love to hear from you. Tell me what you think. Is McRib, is it the real deal or not? Oh, before we go too much farther, I want to get out. We got three headlines and a lie today, and I want to get out that for you so you can vote and let me know which one you think is which. Oh, where was it? Here it is. Okay, 3 headlines and a lie. I'm going to give you 4 headlines. 3 of them are true. 1 of them is made up. 1 of them is fake, and so you can comment and tell me which one you think is fake. A, Drake is selling a scented candle that smells like himself. That's A. That's headline A. It might be fake, it might be true. Let me know. Pick out the fake. B, the Vatican asked Instagram to investigate mysterious papal-like of model. Papal-like of model. So I guess there was a picture of a model, and there's a like that the Pope liked it. And I guess maybe they're a little disturbed by that out there. So the Vatican has asked Instagram to investigate mysterious papal like of model. C, KFC rolls out self-driving 5G chicken trucks in China. Kentucky Fried Chicken rolls out self-driving 5G chicken trucks in China. Real or fake? And D, St. Louis Obispo In-N-Out warns of wild bear attacks in the area, but customers show up anyway. So D, St. Louis Obispo In-N-Out Burger warns of wild bear attacks in the area, but customers show up anyway. So those are your 4 headlines. I'll roll them out again later. Anyway, Yesterday, if you're watching the show, we had Sheriff Cole on here, and he gave us lots of good advice about how to be safe during the holidays. But he actually called me yesterday afternoon and said, "Hey, I forgot to mention something. Would you let the people know?" The scams, the phone scams. And so there's two big out there that he brought up that he wanted me to remind you of that actually I knew about already too. So one is you'll get these voicemails or calls that says something about your social security number has been discontinued or associated with this. And sometimes even say, so we're going to send the police out if you don't call us right back. It's a scam. They're just calling to try to get your personal information. Don't call them back. Nobody's ever going to call you about your social security number. It's not going to happen. So if you get a call or a voicemail, something's wrong with your social security number, just ignore it or report the number to a law enforcement agency so they can investigate and maybe shut it down. But it's a scam. The other one, and this I've seen happen to several people or heard about it happening to several people, is you'll get a phone call. Lots of times this is an older person and someone that will be purporting to be your grandchild, a young adult grandchild. And so what they'll do is they'll harvest that information off of your Facebook profile. They'll find out that you've got a grandchild, maybe that doesn't live in the area, and then they will call you and pose as that grandchild and say, "I'm in jail. I need you to send money to post my bail." And they'll get people to send money that way. And so loved one calling from jail asking for money, oftentimes a grandchild, maybe niece or nephew, it's a scam. So Sheriff Cole asked me to pass it on to you guys. Happy to do that. Let's go back. Nobody's commenting on the 3 headlines and a lie, so I don't know if you're not watching. There's several of you watching this morning. Or if you're just too shy to go out there on a limb. But here's your 3 headlines and 1 lie. Drake is selling a scented candle that smells like himself. B, the Vatican asked Instagram to investigate mysterious papal like of model. C, KFC rolls out self-driving 5G chicken trucks in China. Or D, St. Louis Obispo In-N-Out warns of wild bear attacks in the area, but customers show up anyway. 3 of those are true. 1 of them's a lie. It's up to you to let me know which one it is. Here's our last story of the day, just a quick fact. If you are a clown in the UK, you can register your unique makeup pattern. Now, I knew that clowns could register their face pattern and copyright it, basically. But if you want to do that in Britain, British clowns, they hand paint the pattern on an egg, chicken egg, and then those eggs are stored at the Holy Trinity Church in Dalston or at the Wookiee Hole, not like Wookiee like Chewbacca Wookiee, but Wookiee Hole Caves in Somerset. So I wonder if those are on for display that you could go and see all those different patterns. That would be interesting. Okay, 3 headlines and a lie. Last chance. Here it is, your 3 headlines and a lie. A, Drake is selling a scented candle that smells like himself. That's true. Vatican asks Instagram to investigate mysterious papal like of model. That is also true. KFC rolls out self-driving 5G chicken trucks in China. True. And having been to China, I can tell you that doesn't surprise me a bit. There are KFCs everywhere in China. China loves their Kentucky Fried Chicken. So I see that's true. So obviously your fake headline for today, San Luis Obispo In-N-Out warns of wild bear attacks in the area. Customers show up anyway. That's your made-up headline. Thanks for joining me for today. We'll be back tomorrow. Love you, Rogersville. Keep the faith. Stay strong. And have a great day.